Yes,
get
teacher.
What, Ashwita?
I didn't get the worksheet, teacher.
The worksheet was posted in the group, Ashwita.
Teacher, but I didn't get a message. Shall I check and say,
So I just tagged you in that message. Check that. So last Saturday, this is last Saturday, I sent you the worksheet. Worksheet motion on a straight line. It's on the group. Others who didn't do it?
Sorry, teacher. Like, my mother has seen, she didn't
Seen it.
say.
It's okay, but next time make sure that you constantly check the group, okay? So that yeah, you stay posted and updated. So yes, thank you. Others also, can you all switch on the cameras? Now I'm a bit upset because why hasn't others shown up yet? Because only one of all the participants excused. එක්කෙනෙක් විතර excuse කරේ අද එන්නේ නැහැ එන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. අනිත් අය කවුරුත් මට inform කරේ නැහැ. So please, if you are getting absent or getting late, let me know. Okay? Because if you are getting absent or getting late, because you know I'll be waiting for a few minutes for you all know. මොකද මේ maths classes වගේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආවත් එකයි නාවත් එකයි මම කරනවා ඒ වගේ නෙවෙයි. That is why I always go for group classes, right? I want to make sure all of you are there, that I'm teaching all of you are listening, all of you understand. That's the whole point of doing group classes. So anyways, worksheet එක කරපු නැති තව කවුරු ඉන්නවද? Chenu, did you do it? Okay, Ama?
I did it.
Dinuki? Mayumdi?
I did it.
Okay, Dinuki done, Mayumdi done. Tenuli?
Did it?
Okay. So, let me check the
Teacher, most of them have like heats today and yesterday. Like, the students who had the heats and the sports meet on Thursday, they're giving a holiday today.
sorry, sports meet.
Yeah. So some people, like,
Do all the schools have
long holiday.
on the same day?
Huh?
Today is a holiday. Today is anyway Saturday, no?
No, like yesterday and all, they had sports meet, heats and all.
All the schools? Is it like a common day?
Not all the schools, some school, private school. Tomorrow we are having the heat.
Ah, right. Yes, yes. So only some of the schools, no? So even then, informing is the best option, right?
They are having tournaments and all, teacher. That's it.
Yeah. But even then, you have to inform. So that applies for y'all as well. Okay. So how was the worksheet? I don't think it was very difficult, was it? Alamai? Okay. So we will start discussing the worksheet. Okay. I hope all of you can see my screen. Which of the following is a vector quantity? Mayumdi, what is the answer for this? Ama?
Wait.
Yes, weight. But we haven't done weight yet. අපි තම weight force ඒවා කරලා නැහැ lesson එක ඊළඟට එන්නේ. But anyhow we know time is a scalar quantity. Right? අපි ඒක දන්නේ නැතත් අපිට උත්තරේ ගන්න පුළුවන් because time is a scalar quantity I have taught you. Speed and distance are both scalar, no?
Yeah.
So distance, speed, both scalar. So the only answer remaining is weight. එහෙම හිතලා ඔයගන්ට weight උත්තර විදිහට ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Then next question. Consider the following data relevant to the motion of a child in a straight line path from a certain point. So as we can see here, time has been passed from 0 to 1 second, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Likewise, the time has gone from 0 to 11 seconds, right? So what can you say about the displacement? 2, 4, 6. ඊට පස්සේ එකම තැන displacement එක තිබිලා ඊට පස්සේ displacement එක වැඩි වෙලා 8 and then තව 1 second එතන තිබිලා then 7, 4, 2, 0 විදිහට අඩු වෙලා. Okay. We will see which of the following statements is false regarding the motion of the child in the given time. Chenuli, what is the answer you got?
Second one.
Okay, Chenuli got the second one. Dinuki?
Fourth one.
Okay, second, then next second answer avilla. Mayumde also got the second one. Thenuli? Ama?
Fourth one.
Ama also got the fourth answer.
Teacher, second one. Second one.
Ashita says second. Ama and Thenuli both says fourth, no?
No, second one.
Ama Bayona. Okay, second one. So I got second one as the answer and fourth as the answer. So we will see. Consider the following data relevant to the motion. Hari, the first statement. The child has moved at uniform velocity in the first 3 seconds. Balanda, first 3 seconds kyanne 1, 2, 3. Uniform velocity means every second if the displacement increasing is equal. වැඩි වෙන displacement එක equal now, that means uniform velocity. You all remember that, right? So, from 0 second to the first second, displacement එක දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. First second ඉඳන් second second එකට තව දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. Second ඉඳන් third second එකට තව දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. So that means the displacement has increased equally every second. So that means the first one is the correct answer. Correct statement. එහෙනම් එයා වෙන්න බෑ. Second එක බලමු. The total time that the child remained at rest is 5 seconds. We'll see. මම මේක erase කරන්න චුට්ටක්. We will see. ඔන්න 0 ඉඳන් first second එකට move වෙලා මෙහෙම move වෙලා ඔන්න third second එකට ආවා. third second එකේ ඉඳන් fourth second එක වෙනකන් displacement 6ම තමයි. ඔන්න මෙතන එන එක second එකක් at rest. Then fourth second එකේ ඉඳන් fifth second එක වෙනකන් displacement එක එකමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ another second at rest. Then fifth එකේ ඉඳලා 6 second එක වෙනකන් එයා එකක් දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. එහෙනම් එයාව ගන්න බෑ. Then 6 second to 7 second, again the displacement is the same. And තව එක second එකක්. 7th second එකේ ඉඳන් 8th second එක වෙනකන් displacement එක අඩු වෙලා. Can you see that only the child has remained at rest only for 3 seconds? ළමයි?
Yes.
Yes. So ඔයා මෙතනින් මෙහෙම බලන්න එපා. මෙතන මේ 3 6, මේ දෙක 8, එහෙනම් මේ මෙතන 3යි, කොටු 3යි, මෙතන කොටු 2යි එහෙම ගන්න එපා. එතකොට තමයි 5 seconds කියලා එන්නේ. So එහෙම නෙවෙයි, what you have to do is you count and see. එක second එකක් count වෙන්නේ මේ 3 ඉඳන් 4ට jump වෙද්දීනේ. නිකන් 3 ඉඳන් 4ට යද්දි 1 second. 4 ඉඳන් 5ට යද්දි another second. 5 ඉඳන් 6ට යද්දි වැඩි වෙලා. එහෙනම් ඒක ගන්න බෑ. 6 ඉඳන් 7ට යද්දි again 1 second, the same displacement. So this one is the false statement. අපි අනිත් ඒවාත් බලමුකෝ. The child has returned to the starting point. If you think so, ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොහොම එක correct true statement එකක් විදිහට consider කරන්නේ? Why? Why did you take this as a true statement?
Because teacher, from like from 0 second, the displacement is 0. From 1 to 11, it's the child has gone.
The can you hear me? Okay, Ashwita, your answer was not very clear to me.
Teacher, from 1 to 11 seconds, the distance traveled is like there's a displacement. So the child, like from up to 7 seconds, the child has traveled 8 meters, and from there, the child has traveled to the backwards, like
Yes.
deceleration. If we like find
Not deceleration. Deceleration and velocity na, but I get your point. It's correct. So මෙයා එන්න 0 second එකේ ඉඳලා 7 second එක වෙනකන් displacement වැඩි වෙලා. I 7 second එකේ ඉඳලා 11 second වෙනකන් displacement එක අඩු වෙලා අපිට obvious point එක තමයි the final displacement is 0. Final displacement 0 means that the distance between the starting point and the finishing point is 0 නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා initial point එකට, ඒ කියන්නේ starting point එකට ආයෙ ආවිලා. Is it clear ළමයි? Dinuki, is it clear? Okay. Did you say okay? So then that means the third statement is also correct because displacement has become 0. 0 වලින් පටන් අරගෙන 0 වලින් ඉවර වෙලා. Right? Then what is the next one? The total distance that the child has moved is 16 meters. Is this correct ළමයි? So දැන් අපි මේ ටික දන්න හින්දා අපිට තේරෙනවා මේක correct කියලා. Right? But let's see how. Excuse me. Let's see how it becomes correct. බලන්න 0 ඉඳන් 0 second එකේ ඉඳලා first second එකට 2 meters ගිහිල්ලා second second එකේ another 2 meters, so 4 meters altogether. Third second එකේ 6 meters. Fourth එකේ එතනම ඉඳලා fifth එකේත් එතනම ඉඳලා sixth එකේ තව දෙකක් වැඩි කරලා 8, seventh එකේත් එතනම ඉඳලා. Right? Altogether, what is the distance this has moved? 8 meters. Right? Then from 7th second back to the 11th second මෙයා අනිත් පැත්තට ඇවිල්ලා displacement 0 වෙලානේ. So that means it has come to the starting point. That means it has traveled another 8 meters. So even though the displacement is 0, distance එක කියන්නේ move වෙච්ච total length එක. So that means 8 plus 8, 16 meters. Do you all understand this ළමයි?
Isha, can you explain that part again?
Yes. So මතන පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න තියෙන මම පල්ලෙහෙන් අඳින්නම් ඒක හරියට. Lasas, did you do the worksheet?
Teacher, I print out it. Yes, teacher.
Did you do it?
I'm to do it third question.
Only the still at the third one.
Yes, teacher.
So I asked you, I told you all that we will correct it this week, huh? So
Yes,
Harila,
teacher.
why were you late? You and Minosh both, you were late. So if you are getting late, it's okay to get late. Sometimes I understand there could be certain circumstances. මට උනත් එහෙම ඒවා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. බබ විනාඩි 5ක් පරක් වුණත් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ group එකේ දානවා I will get late by 5 minutes කියලා. So just let me know because otherwise we will be waiting no. So ඒක මට චුට්ටක් inform කරන්න Lasas, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. And Minosh too. Okay. So from 0 second, දැන් මෙතන 0 second එකේ displacement 0, right? So maybe in 0 second. ඊට පස්සේ first second එක වෙද්දි displacement 2. කියන්නේ මෙහෙම ගිහලා 2. Second එකේදී another 2 ඔක්කොම 4. Another 2 ඔක්කොම 4. Right? Third second එකේදී another 2, now it's altogether it's 6. Then fourth second එකේ it's the same. මෙතනම තමයි ඉඳලා තියෙන්නේ. Fifth second එකට යද්දි again the same place. Sixth second එකට යද්දි තව දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා 8. Then seventh second එකට යද්දිත් 8 වලම තමයි. Then 8th second එකට යද්දි 8 වලම ඉන්නේ. එයා ආයෙමත් 7 වලට ඇවිල්ලා. Then 8 to 9 second එකට යද්දි එයා 4 වලට ඇවිල්ලා. Then 9 to 10 second එකට යද්දි එයා 2 වලට ඇවිල්ලා. Then 10 second again 11 second එකට යද්දි එයා ආයෙමත් 0 වලට ඇවිල්ලා. So the displacement has become 0, right? However, displacement කියන්නේ the distance between the starting point and the finishing point. That has become 0 of course, so the total displacement is 0. However, distance එක කියන්නේ ගියපු මුළු දුර, the total length traveled. So here මෙතන කොහොම හරි මෙයා 8 meters ගිහිලා තියෙනවානේ. ආයමත් එයා initial starting point එකටම ආවා කියන්නේ එයා තව 8 meters මේ පැත්තට ඇවිල්ලා. So altogether the distance is 16 meters. 8 plus 8, 16. Do you all understand this? Ashwita, did you understand this?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, others, anybody has any question? Tenuli, did you understand this?
Yes.
Right. Ehang, fourth answer cut the correct answer, right? Then we know what is our false statement. And devani එක තමයි උත්තරේ. This is our false statement because they are asking the false statement. Okay. I will give you 1 minute. If you have any corrections, you can make it quickly. Okay, we will move on. I'll erase the board. Next one, question number 3. On a horizontal ground, the point B is located east of A. So let's say this is point A. Point A again east tamai point B ekinne. So point B is located east of point A. Then point C is located. This is point A. Point B is located east of point A. Point C is located north of point B. B again north in point C. And ant has moved from A to C. Ant gihila tiyenne A to C. Through the straight line paths. Aya gihila tiyenne me path එකේ. මේම තමයි ගිහිලා තියෙන්නේ. AB and then BC. They say AB length is 3 meters, BC length is 4 meters. What is the displacement? So displacement now api hoyanna one shortest distance between the starting point which is A and the finishing point which is C. What is the answer, Lamai?
5 meters.
Okay, Amma says 5 meters. Others?
5 meters.
Mayumdi also says 5 meters. Chenuli
5
says
meters.
Denuki says 5 meters. How did you get that?
From Pythagoras.
Yes, from Pythagoras. මෙයා දැන් මේ තියෙන east, මේ තියෙන north කියන්නේ හරියටම මෙතන 90 degree angle එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? So that means you apply the Pythagoras theorem. So then you know AC squared equals 3 squared plus 4 squared. So AC squared equals 3 squared can 9, 4 squared can 16. So 16 plus 9 is 25. So AC squared is 25. That means AC can 25 get square root එක, which is 5 meters. Then your answer should be the second one. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Then let's move on to the next question.
Teacher,
Yes, Ashwita.
teacher, do we need to draw like this when like
No, not for MCQs. For MCQs, of course, you don't have to. ඔගන්ට අර නිකන් බෝල කොටු කලර් කරන එකක් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නේ. ඔගන් දැකලා තියෙනවද ඔගන්ට හැම answer sheet එක? So actually what you get is you get the MCQ paper. With the MCQ paper මෙන්න මෙහෙම එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. Right? මෙන්න මෙහෙම කොටු කොලයක් හම්බ වෙනවා. Right? Like this. So මේකේ තියෙනවා question number 1. ඒකේ first answer එකද, second answer එකද, third answer එකද, fourth answer එකද. Then question number 2 එකේ first answer එකද second answer එකද third එකද fourth එකද. එතකොට ඔයා හරි answer හිතන්න දැන් මේකේ answer එක second එකනේ නං ඔයා second එක මෙහෙම cross කරනවා. ඊළඟ එකේ හිතන්න third එක answer එකේ නං ඔයා third එක cross කරනවා. එහෙම තමයි ඔයගලන්ට answers ලියන්න එන්නේ. Okay, so they will probably do this in your term test. මේ practice එක ගන්න මේක කරයි term test වල. So anyways, of course you don't need to do any working in MCQs. ඔයගලන් කටු වැඩ කොලේ තමයි ඔයගලන් ඇඳගෙන මේ ටික ඔක්කොම කරගන්න ඕනේ. In MCQs, what matters is the final answer. Okay, 1 second ළමයි. Okay, so you don't need any working for MCQs. What matters is the final answer only. Final answer එක විතරයි වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Onara, can you hear me? Onara, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, why were you late?
Teacher, I have class.
Really? So this class starts at 7, no? So can you remind me, Minoj, Lasas, Onara, තුන්දෙනා මතක් කරන්න මම මේ මුල ටිකේ recording එක එවන්නම්, okay? I will send the entire recording. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මුල ටික බලලා whatever you missed, you can catch up from that. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Then question number 4. The information relevant to the motion of an object in a straight line is given below. එම තර වගේ එකක්, right? So 0 in a first second එක වෙනකන් displacement එක 4 meters. First එකේ ඉඳන් second එක වෙනකන් displacement එක another 4 meters වැඩි වෙලා. Then ඊළඟට තව 2 meters වැඩි වෙලා, තව 4 meters වැඩි වෙලා, 2 වැඩි වෙලා, 2 වැඩි වෙලා. That is how the displacement has changed. Okay, let's see the answers. They're asking which of the following is the correct statement. අපි underline කරන්න ඕනේ correct statement එක. The object has moved at uniform velocity during the total period of time. Do you think this is correct? Has the object moved at uniform velocity, Lamai?
No.
Why not?
Because from 0 to 4 meters, from 4 to 8, 4 meters, and from 8 to 10, there is only 2 meters.
Yeah, so here correct. What happens is that in uniform velocity, every second, the displacement increasing has to be the same. හැම තප්පරෙම displacement එක වැඩි වෙන්නේ equal amounts වලින්. හැබැයි මෙතන එහෙම නෑනේ. මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතන 4 වැඩි වෙලා, මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතන 4, මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතන 2. Here again 4, here again 2, here again 2. So that means this is not uniform velocity, right? එහෙනම් first එක කොහොමත් වැරදි. Second එක බලමු, the mean velocity of the object is 3 ms minus 1 during the entire motion. So definitely this is not uniform velocity. So uniform velocity නැති වෙලාවට, if you remember, අපි කරේ mean velocity calculate කරපු එක. Remember that? So mean velocity, how do you calculate mean velocity, ළමයි? Mean velocity equals, tell me, mean velocity equals
initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2.
Oh, ඒක එක equation එකක් mean velocity වල. ඒක මෙතනට ගැලපෙනවද අමා? මෙතන ගැලපෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? So දැන් මම මේ වගේ පෙට්ටිය අඳලා අපි කරානේ. So here we said in certain motions හැම තප්පරෙම displacement equally වැඩි වෙනවා. ඒවා අපි uniform velocity කියලා කිව්වා. Equally වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැති ඒවා වලදී අපි කරේ uniform නැහැනේ. ඒකින්ද අපි calculate කරේ mean velocity එක. So how did we calculate mean velocity? We took the total displacement and we divided it by the total time. That equation is also correct, Ama, but එක මෙතනට ගැලපෙන්නේ නැහැ. So total displacement we divide it by the total time. So what is the total displacement? 18, right? 18. Total time is 6 seconds. 6, so 18 divided by 6 is 3 ms minus 1. So I got that answer. Yes, so it's correct. Second one is the correct statement. Did you all understand this? Ashwita, did you?
What about fourth one?
Fourth one, okay, we will come to that. But this question, how we got it is clear, no, Lasas? Okay, Ashwita, did you understand this? Amma?
Yes, teacher. My answer is correct.
Okay, so second one is correct. අපි අනිත්‍යවත් බලමු. Can't be sure, no අනිත්‍යවත් බලමු. The object has come again to the starting position. That is of course not true. මොකද එයා starting position එකට ආව නම් final displacement එක මෙතන 0 වෙන්න ඕනේ. නේද? ඒක 0 නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් that means the starting point and the finishing point are the same. ඒ කියන්නේ එයා starting point එකට ආය ආවිලා කියලා අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මෙතන displacement එක 0 නෙවෙයිනේ. Final displacement is not 0. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා starting position එකට ආවිලා නැහැ. Last one, the total distance traveled by the object is 70 meters. We'll see. Let me use blue for this. This is a 0 seconds. 0 second ඉඳන් first second එකට යද්දී මෙයා travel කරලා තියෙනවා 4 meters. First එකේ ඉඳන් second එකට යද්දී this has traveled another 4 meters. එතකොට altogether 8 meters එන්නේ. Then from the second to the third second, this has traveled 2 meters. 8 to 10 දෙකක්නේ වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන, so 2 meters, right? Then third second එකේ ඉඳලා fourth second එකට another 4 meters, right? 4 meters. I see 10 to 14 හතරක් වැඩි වෙලා. Then fourth second එකේ ඉඳලා fifth second එකට දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. See 14 to 16 2. Then fifth second එකේ ඉඳලා sixth second එකට දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. See 16 to 18 2. Then බලන්න all together what is the total distance? ඔක්කොම ගිහිලා තියෙන්නේ 0 ඉඳලා 6 second එකට වෙනකම් 4 plus 4 8 8 plus 2 10 10 plus 2 4 14 14 plus 2 16 16 plus 2 18. So here the total distance is actually 18. මෙතන displacement එකත් 18 meters, distance එකත් 18 meters. Do you understand this? Lasas, did you understand that? Or do you want me to explain? Yes, okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Any questions, Namai? Is everything clear? Mayumdi, everything clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. If you want to note down anything, quickly do. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. Quickly do.
The answer for question number 4 is 2, no?
Yeah. So the answer is 2. So the answer here is the second one. Okay.
Teacher, the fourth one is the wrong answer, no? The total distance traveled by the object.
This is the wrong answer. Wrong. This is wrong. First, third, fourth, all are wrong answers. The second one is the correct answer. Okay, I'll erase the board. Okay, my value card okay. So question number 5. Which of the following quantities is a vector? So here, what pressure and work ගැන දන්නේ නැහැ, but you can get the answer. What is the answer?
Displacement.
Okay, Amma says
Displacement.
yes. Everybody says displacement, correct. Because අපි කොහොමද දන්නවා displacement කියන්නේ vector එකක් කියලා. Distance is a scalar. The pressure work කියනවා අපි තාම ඉගෙනගෙන නැහැ, but still since we know the correct answer, we don't like pressure work, all of that doesn't matter. So let me erase this and let's move on to the next question. Which state, make a questions kiyat තියෙනවද ළමයි? පහත උදවලා නේ. Okay, which of the this one. Which statement is true about the magnitude of displacement of a certain object? Which statement is always true about the magnitude of displacement of a certain object? Magnitude කියන්නේ value එක. මොකක් හරි object එකක displacement එක ගත්තාම what is always true කියලා අපෙන් අහන්න. First answer, greater than the distance moved, equal to the distance moved, lesser than the distance moved, either equal or less than the distance moved. आप उत्तर क्या है? Sonara says 4, Mayumdi says 3rd. Others?
Fourth.
Okay, 4th. Any other answers? First or second आपका another? Minosh, what did you get? Lasas? Tenuli? Third one. Okay. So third and fourth තමයි ගොඩම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ නේ. Third and fourth. Okay, we will see. අපි ගත්තොත් හිතන්න දැන් අපි අර example එක ගමු. So මෙහෙම object එකක් 3 meters ගිහිල්ලා මෙහෙම 4 meters ගිහිල්ලා. එතකොට if we calculate the displacement, we can see මෙතන displacement එක එනවා 5 meters. So මෙයාගේ distance එක, here the total distance is 3 plus 4, 7. Distance එක 3 plus 4, 7, but displacement එක 5. ඒ කියන්නේ here displacement is less than the distance. අපි තව එකක් ගත්තොත් දැන් හිතන්න මෙහෙම එකක් ගිහිල්ලා ඔහම යනවා. Right? Then the displacement is this. As we can clearly see, displacement is less than the distance. එතකොට third answer එක හරි අත්තටම. Third එක හරි. But මෙහෙම motion එකක් ගත්තොත් මොකද object එකක් ඉන්නවා එයා කෙලින් පාරේ කෙලින්ම straight line එකක එයා මෙහෙම 10 meters යනවා. What is the distance of this object? Dinuki, what is the distance?
Adil, 10 meters.
10 meters, yes. Distance is 10 meters. Then what is the displacement?
It will be also 10 meters.
Okay, displacement will also be 10 meters. Then බලන්න here distance and displacement are both equal. එහෙනම් displacement can be equal to the distance. එහෙම නැත්නම් displacement can be less than the distance. එහෙනම් the fourth answer should be the correct answer. Do you all understand this? So third answer ගත්ත කට්ටියගේ third answer හරි, but ඊට වඩා හරි fourth answer එක. So usually in the O-level MCQ paper උඩින් මෙහෙම instruction එකක් තියෙනවා. Choose the correct answer or the most appropriate answer. එක්ක හරි answer එක එහෙම නැත්නම් තියෙන answer වලින් වඩා ගැලපෙන. The most suitable answer. So here third answer is definitely true, but fourth answer is better. Right? So it's so fourth one is the correct answer because of that. Any questions, Lamai? Okay, I have to give you 1 minute to note down anything you want to. Okay. Shall we move on? I will erase the board. 7th question. Which of the following quantities increase uniformly in an object moving with constant acceleration? Tenuli, what did you get for this?
First answer.
Okay, first answer, and in the chat box I got third answer.
Velocity.
Okay, velocity. Any other answers apart from those answers? වෙන මොනවද තියනවද? Second එක, fourth එක? Okay, so if you remember, we learned about velocity time graphs, right? Velocity time graphs වල අපි constant acceleration means uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration එක අපි පෙන්නන්නේ මෙහෙම නේද? In a velocity time graph, this is how we show a constant acceleration or a uniform acceleration. බලන්න මෙතනදී time එකත් එක්ක uniformly වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන velocity එක නේද? So with time බලන්න time එක 1 2 3 4. Likewise, when the time is increasing, velocity එක එන්න වැඩි වෙලා. Velocity එක එන්න වැඩි වෙලා. So the answer is actually the third one. Distance or displacement එන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද distance or displacement uniformly වැඩි වෙන්නේ constant velocity වල. Okay. මේ දෙක පටලවා ගන්න එපා. Uniform velocity or constant velocity වල නම් uniformly වැඩි වෙන්නේ displacement. Uniform or constant acceleration වල uniformly වැඩි වෙන්නේ velocity. Don't get this confused. Is this clear? Anybody has any questions? Okay, let's move on. ඔයාලට ගොඩක් ලියන්න මොන හරි තියෙනවා නම් බෝඩ් එකේ තියෙන එක, and if I'm too fast, you can quickly take a screenshot, right? ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලට එක copy කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. Then eighth one. Indicated here is the velocity time graph for the motion of a certain object. Velocity time graph for the motion of a certain object. Okay. What is the displacement of the object from the beginning to 20 seconds? බලමු velocity වලට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතනට velocity වැඩි වෙලා, මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතනට uniform velocity එක වෙනස් වෙලා නැහැ. What are the answers that you got here? I already got one answer in the chat box. Mayumdi says third answer.
100 meters.
Okay, Ama says 100 meters.
Third answer.
Dinuki says third answer, 150 meters. Chenuli, Mayumdi, Ashwita, Lasas, Tenuli.
It's 100 meters.
100. Mother second and third එක තමයි ගොඩක් මේනේ. Chenuli, what did you get?
100.
Fourth one.
Chenuli got fourth one. Okay, we'll see. Lasas got 100. Hari, abhi balamu kohomada. Now what they have given is a velocity time graph, Ramaya. Be very careful when you're reading questions. What they have given is a velocity time graph. What they're asking is displacement. Velocity time graph එකක් දීලා displacement අහනවා. Displacement අහනවා. How do you find displacement from a velocity time graph? Yes, correct. Mayumdi correct. Area under the graph. Why are you not responding? Then maybe so one thing I have to tell you is, if you don't study previous week stuff, so we've been doing the class for about 1.5 months. So if you don't study previous week stuff, we cannot move forward, right? You need to understand that. ඉස්සරහට යන්න නම් පාරන් ටික හොඳට පාඩම් කරලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. අලුත් දේවල් ඉගෙන ගත්තට your head, like, you can't retain that information if you haven't revised the previous information. So තව සති දෙක තුනක් යනකොට මම දන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ mid term test එහෙම තියනවාද කියලා. But මම specially mid term test වැඩි කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ specially mid term test එකටම කියලා මම ඔයගොල්ලෝ prepare කරන්නේ නැහැ, because මම මේ term එකේ lessons order එකටත් නෙවෙයිනේ කරේ. But in grade 11 also, some of the children said that they have midterm test. So, ඒක හිතලා මම හිතුවා next term ඉදා මම order එකට lessons ටික කරනවා කියලා, so that you can also prepare. But anyhow, කරපු ටික දැන් වෙදී මතක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? In a few weeks time මම ඔයගලන්ගෙන් question round එකක් යනවා. Everybody has to come. Everybody has to answer. I connection issues මොනවත් නැහැ. හැමෝම උත්තර දෙන්න ඕනේ. මම නම කියලා හැමෝටම question එකක් හරි දෙකක් හරි එනවා. Right, from all the previous work stuff. So I will do that in a few weeks. Ekene man kiya karanne naha, okay? I will just randomly do that. So make sure you study and come whatever we have done. Okay, so no excuses. So displacement hoyanne from area under the graph. So balanna area under the graph gaththot metana there's a triangle and here there's a rectangle. So rectangle එකේ metana 10, metana height එකක් 10. So rectangle එකේ area එක 10 times 10 means 100. Rectangle එකේ area එක තේරුණාද? Here 10 no? The height is also 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. And then triangle එකේ area එක half into base කියන්නේ 10. Perpendicular height කියන්නේත් 10. So half into base into perpendicular height, 2 times 5 is 10. So it's now 50. So 10 plus 50 is 150. Therefore displacement is 150 meters. Is this clear? Generally, is this clear? Okay. So 200 now, 200 in විදියක් නැහැ. And 100 with in විදියක් නැහැ අතරම. So any other answers is I can't see how you got those answers. මොකද මේකේන වැරදි උත්තරයක් ගත්තොත් it's a careless mistake because we have done this so many times. Okay, in a velocity time graph the gradient gives acceleration, area under the graph gives displacement. Okay, I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes quickly copy if you haven't gotten the answer. ඔගන් term test වලට එන්නේ මොන lesson එක වෙනකන්ද ළමයි? Because sometimes first term test එකේ school papers දෙන්නේ සමහරට වෙනස් වෙන හින්දා මම අහන්නේ. Structure plant and animal cell එනවාද friction වෙනකන් දෙන්නේ එහෙම කිව්වද ඔයගන්ට නැද්ද? Not yet. Which lesson are you all doing now at school? Dinuki?
Third
I
lesson, teacher.
6th lesson. We skipped all the lessons and moved on to 6th lessons.
Right, okay. So Ashwita, you said
Third lesson, teacher.
third lesson. You all did
Like
one second.
sonic configuration, that
Alright.
part.
Okay, Amma?
We are in the first lesson, teacher.
Okay, Mayumni?
First lesson, miss.
First lesson. අපේ shape නේ channel එක කොහමද?
First lesson, teacher.
Okay. Onara, Tenuli, Lasas, Minosh?
We are in first lesson, teacher.
Okay. Onara?
Probably they are not doing in the order, like they are skipping. If they take a chapter, they are skipping half and going.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, we are at a good position, seems like, at this point. Okay. So, Hari, we'll move on to the next question. Which of the following statements on the velocity time of the following statements on the velocity time graphs, which one is false? Let's see. Velocity time graphs namaya mataka tiyaganda. Area covered by the graph gives the displacement of the object. Is this true? Okay, Mayum, this is the answer is the third one. First එක හරිනේ ළමයිනේ, in a velocity දැන් අපි චුට්ටකට කලින් කිව්වනේ velocity time graph එක area under the graph gives displacement. So this is correct. The graph starts from the origin for objects starting their motion from the state of rest. ඒකත් හරිනේ velocity time graph එක මෙතන බිඳුවේ ඉඳන් පටන් ගන්න rest එකේ ඉඳන් පටන් ගන්න objects නේ. If the object starts from rest, 0 එකෙන් තමයි පටන් ගන්නේ. So that is correct. The gradient of the graph is 0 in a motion where the velocity varies with time. So velocity time graph එක අපි shapes කීපයක් කතා කරා. We talked about this. We talked about zero line එකේ තියෙන එක. Then we also talked about roughly මෙහෙම තියෙන එක. So this means here the velocity increases with time. So අපි කිව්වා මෙයා තමයි uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Here velocity decreases with time. So අපි කිව්වා මේ ඇවිල්ලා uniform deceleration. Here velocity is 0 with time. So that means object is at rest. Object is at rest. Here the velocity is the same when the time, as the time goes, the velocity is the same. හැබැයි velocity එකට value එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා rest එකේ නෙවෙයි, මෙයා uniform velocity move වෙන්නේ. මේ ටික මතකයිද ළමයි? Classes, do you remember this?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So gradient of the graph is 0. Gradient එක 0. ළමයි මම ඔයගලන්ට කිව්වා lesson එක කරද්දී gradient එක කියන්නේ slope එක. කන්දක් වගේ තියෙනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ gradient එක. Gradient of the graph 0 කියලා කියන්නේ flat. ඒ කියන්නේ slope එකක් නැහැ කියන එක. That means it's flat. Flat ඒවට අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ මොනවාද? මෙයාවයි මෙයාවයි. මෙයාවයි මෙයාවයි. The gradient of the graph is 0 in a motion where the velocity varies with time. බලන්න මෙයාගේ velocity එක time එකත් එක්ක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Anyways velocity is 0 with time. මෙයාගේ time එකත් එක්ක velocity වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් is this answer correct? Is this statement correct? If the velocity varies with time, ඒ කියන්නේ velocity එක්ක වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ එක්ක අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙමනම් it's either acceleration or deceleration නේ. එතකොට හැම වෙලෙම gradient එකක් තියෙනවා. slope එකක් තියෙන හින්දා. එහෙනම් gradient cannot be 0. If the velocity varies with time, gradient cannot be 0. Gradient 0 කියන්නේ එක්ක rest එක්ක uniform velocity. ඒ වගේ වෙලාවට velocity change වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් this is the false statement. Did you all understand this, ළමයි? Tenuli?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher.
Okay. Tenuli, did you understand this?
Yes.
Right. Last one, anyways, we'll just go through it. දැන් අපි දන්නා උත්තරේ, but last එක බලමු. Gradient of the graph gives the acceleration or deceleration. That is of course correct, no? Gradient එකෙන් acceleration, deceleration හැම වෙලාවෙම false එක තමයි third එක. So third one is the right answer. 9th එකේ උත්තරේ third එක. Then we'll move on to the 10th one. 10th එකට එන්න. දැන් අපේ MCQs ඉවරයිනේ. උත්තර ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay, we'll see. Figure below show what? 9th. Okay. Figure below shows a play train in the path that moves in a straight line path. Velocity දැන් මේක ඔයගලන් මම හිතනවා මම කිව්ව ඔයගලන්ට worksheets ලියන්න වෙනම පොතක් ගන්න කියලා. ඒක ඔයගලන් හරියට ලියලා ඇති කියලා. මේවත් මට එවන්න. Velocity time graph for its motion from the starting point to the ending point is given below. Wait, lamai. Can you all hear me? Can hear. Okay, මට ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ වීඩියෝ ස්ට්‍රක් වෙලානේ. මාව ස්ට්‍රක් වෙලාද ඇහෙන්නේ නැත්නම් හරියට ඇහෙනවද? Cheluli, can you hear me properly?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so amma hemunot
Me too. I can also hear.
all right, okay. So then we will move forward. Figure below shows a play train in the path that moves in a straight line path. The velocity time graph for its motion, Hari, briefly explain the nature of the motion of the play train. අපිට කියනවා මේ play train එකේ මුළු motion එකම briefly explain කරන්න කියලා. Who wrote that answer? Can somebody read that? ලියපු කෙනෙක් කියන්න බලන්න. ඒ සමා.
From 0 second to 5 seconds, it is acceleration, and 5 second to 35 seconds, no acceleration, and 35 second to 40 seconds, it's deceleration.
Very good. That's briefly na honey, short and sweet ලියන්න ඕනේ. එකම එක පොඩි දෙයක් අමා from 5 seconds to 35 seconds you say there's no acceleration no. එතන ලියන්න no acceleration කියන්නේ here there's uniform velocity. So from 0 second to 5 seconds there's acceleration. Here there's acceleration. From 5 seconds to 35 seconds there's uniform velocity, and from 35 seconds to 40 seconds there's deceleration. Anybody has different answers? Let's see if they're correct or not. Just tell me if you have any different answers. Generally same answer. Mayumdi?
First 5 seconds, the velocity is gradually increasing and continues till 35 seconds. And the velocity is gradually decreasing in last 5 seconds.
Yes, he also again the same. Your answer is correct. Have 5 to 35 seconds uniform velocity you have to mention. Okay, Mayumdi? So those are first 5 seconds acceleration, from 5 seconds to 35 seconds uniform velocity, 35 to 40 uniform deceleration. Only terms you get marks. Okay, we'll see. If the length of the plate train is 18 meters, calculate the length of the railway. කොහොමද අපි මේ railway එකේ length එක හොයාගන්නේ? Alamai, what are the answers that you got? කරේ නැද්ද ඒක? Dinuki, did you do this?
Yes, teacher.
What is the answer you got?
105.
Okay, others? Amma, Mayumdi, Tenuli?
Oh,
87 meters.
What about others? Tenuli, what did you get?
I didn't teach.
Okay, okay, Mayumdi also didn't, not sure. Okay, what about others? Chenuli?
105.
Okay, we'll see. Now I don't know the answer yet. We have to correct no mama. So let's say so this is a certain path. Then may play the railway. So here we have our plate train. This is our plate train. Patangani methane. So methane tamai patangani. Plate train. Ohom patang aragena gihila. Where does it finish? At the end of the railway. Railway ke iwaran තැන තමයි නවතින්නේ. එතකොට අපිට railway එකේ distance එක හොයාගන්න නම් first of all what we need to do is අපි බලන්න ඕනේ මේ train එක කොච්චර දුර ගිහිලාද කියලා. So that means we have to find the displacement. How do you find the displacement? You can find the area under the graph. ඕන්න මේ දෙපැත්තේ triangles දෙකයි මැද rectangle එකයි separately calculate කරලා you can get the area, right? Otherwise this is a trapezium, so you can get the area all together. So area මම trapezium එකේ area එක all together ගන්නවා. So මේ length එක 35 minus 5 is 30. මේ length එක 40. ඒ දෙනව add කරා දෙකෙන් බෙදුවා, and then I multiply the perpendicular height, which is 3. Perpendicular height is 3, no? So 30 plus 40 is 70, divided by 2 multiplied by 3. Here 35. 3 times 5 is 15, 1 remaining. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Okay, 105 meters, right? මේ තමයි train එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන total, I mean the length of the railway. not the length of the railway, sorry, the distance or the displacement that the train has moved. හරිද? දැන් මෙතන දැන් ওই train එක, so this moves like දැන් මෙතන this is the front of the train. So this will move මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා මෙයා ඉවර වෙන තැන මෙහෙම railway එකෙන් එළියට එනවානේ. It will come out of the railway. නේද ළමයි? එතකොට now the play train is here. එතකොට දැන් අපි 105 කියලා calculate කරේ මේ play train එක ගියපු මුළු දුර. බලන්න අපි මුළු දුර කියලා මොනවාද calculate කරලා තියෙන්නේ? We have දැන් අපි train එකේ front එක ගන්න. train එකේ front එක මෙතන. So මෙතන ඉඳන් ඔන්න entire length of the railway plus දැන් train එකේ front එක මෙතන. බලන්න වැඩිපුර play train එකේ length එකත් add වෙලා නේද එතනට? Can you all see that ළමයි? Did you all understand that? I'll share the whiteboard for this. මට හිතන එක එච්චර clearly ඔයගොල්ලන් තේරුන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. So I'll use some more space to explain this properly. Whiteboard එක. දැන් මට කියන්න ඔක්කොම කළා හැමෝටම whiteboard එක පේනවද කියලා. So that is one of the major issues we have now. Lasas, can you see the whiteboard?
I can. I do the update.
Right. මවට අගල් මුලින්ම අහන වාගෙනුයි දිනුක ගෙනුයි. දිනුක, can you see the whiteboard?
No, miss.
No, I told you.
We have to do the update because Zoom is now has a new update.
Right. That's probably why. So next time, Dinuki, try and do the update. අපි දැනට වෙන board එකක් use කරමු. Let me see. Oh yes, I have another board. අපි වෙනදා use කරන board එකම ගමු. Let me share the screen. කොහෙක අපි තියෙන්නේ? Okay. So here, let's say now this is the length of the railway. මේ තමයි railway එක, right? මම කියන්න මේක තමයි railway එක. Then this is our train, right? මේ තමයි අපේ, this is our play train. Our play train which has two wheels also like this. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි අපේ play train එක. මම wheels දෙකක් විතර අඳින්නේ. Okay, so now at the beginning, of course, the play train is here. පටන් ගන්නකොට play train එක ඉන්නේ මෙතන. හොඳට බලා ගන්න ළමයි. So පටන් ගන්නකොට එයා ඉන්නේ මෙතන. අපිට දැන් play train එකක් දිගයිනේ. අපිට දැන් හරියට idea එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. එක point එකක් use කරන්න ඕනේ. මම play train එකේ front එක තමයි use කරන්නේ. මම මේ red වලින් mark කරන එක තමයි මම use කරන්නේ, right? So now this play train moves the entire railway. මුළු railway එකේ මෙයා move වෙනවානේ. move වෙලා එයා අන්තිමට railway එකෙන් එළියට එන්නේ. එළියට ඇවිල්ලා මෙන්න මෙහෙම තමයි නවතින්නේ. Like this. Right? So the play train starts from here. The play train starts from here and then moves and comes out of the railway and stops like this. නේද? එතකොට අපි බලමු the front of the play train. Here the front of the play train is here. Motion එක ඉවර වෙද්දී front of the play train is here. Right? දැන් බලන්න අපි motion එකේ displacement එක calculate කරද්දී අපි calculate කරන්නේ මේ play train එක ගිහිලා තියෙන මුළු දුරම. This entire distance. Up to that point, is it clear? Okay, Ashwita, Ayumdi? Okay, Lasas?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Ashwita, did you understand? What I want to give you.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Dinu kya nama?
Yes, teacher.
Tenuli, Amma, Minosh?
Yes, teacher.
Onara?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Minosh, you're not responding. I don't know whether you're listening. Hari. මම හැමෝගෙම ඇහුවේ because this is so important to understand. So, දැන් අපි total displacement එක මෙතන calculate කරා 105 meters කියලා. So, අපි 105 meters කියලා calculate කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේ මුළු displacement එකමයි. Right, this entire displacement is what we have calculated as 105 meters. But what they're asking is, මම purple වලින් අඳින්නම්, what they're asking is the length of the railway. එහෙනම් අපි මෙතන අපිට extra length එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මේ play train එකේ length එකනේ, which is 18 meters. So we have to subtract 18 from 105 to get the length of the railway. So you get 87 meters. Did you all understand this? Okay. Mayum, it's
Yes,
9.
teacher.
Yes, it's not 97, it's 87, na? Okay, can you all quickly write this one, Lamai? Make a haritama liya ganna because it's so important that you understand this. බාන ඔන්න ප්‍රශ්න අහන විදිය. Good thing we are doing worksheets. නැත්නම් අපි හැමලේම මේ velocity time graph එකයි මෙච්චරයි කියලා විතරයිනේ දන්නේ. But now that we did the worksheet, we know that there is a certain way that they ask questions. මම අහන්න හරිම unique විදියට ප්‍රශ්න. We are doing the chemistry lesson no these days. So as soon as we finish the chemistry lesson, අපි first bio lesson එක ඉවර කරමු. I will send the note for you all to take the print out.
Teacher, in the worksheet, teacher, you
Yes.
told to take another book, no?
Yeah.
So we can take the worksheet printout and write only the answers on the book, right?
Because in the worksheet for the MCQs, it's okay. You just have to underline. No, හැබැයි essay questions වල මම වෙනම space තියලා නැහැ. Because I was thinking ගොඩක් past batches වල නම් ඒගොල්ලෝ වෙනම පොතක කරේ. මොකද MCQ එකේ වුණත් in the worksheet what you can do is just underline, right? In some MCQs there's a lot of thought that goes into it, right? Like
No,
an
teacher, I'm asking. No, we without writing a question, we can get a printout for the question paper, right?
yeah, of course. Worksheet you can take a printout. But when you're writing the answers, උත්තරේ worksheet එකේ ලිව්වට කමක් නැහැ. දැන් මේ discuss කරන ටික extra දේවල් මම කියනවා ඔක්කොම you have to take it down onto a notebook or something. So that's why I asked you all to take a separate book or නැත්තම් මේ use කරන පොතේම පිටිපස්සේ you can separate out a section. Okay. එච්චරයිනේ මේ question එකේ තියෙන්නේ. Okay, I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, ask. Okay. Hi, the channel done? Does anyone else need more time to copy this? Alasas? Done copying?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I will move back to our worksheet. Where is it? Right there. Hari. Okay. Now, the displacement time graph for the motion of vehicle A, which traveled on an expressway from the beginning to the end at the maximum permissible velocity. Okay, so maximum permissible velocity කියන්නේ permission in an expressway. අපි highway කියන්නේ expressway එකටනේ. So expressway එකේ හැමලේම maximum velocity එකක් තියෙනවා that you can drive, right? So ඒකට permissible කියන්නේ permission දීලා තියෙන maximum velocity එක. So මේ vehicle එක expressway එකේ මුල ඉඳන් අගටම from the beginning to the end it has moved with the maximum permissible velocity. Here it has been assumed that the expressway is horizontal and it is in a straight line. හරි. expressway එක straight line එකක්ලු. එයාගේ මේ object එක maximum permissible velocity එකේ දිගටම ගිහිල්ලා. මේ අපිට දීලා තියෙන displacement time graph එකක් නේ. Answer the following questions using the graph. What is the length of the expressway? What is the answer you got? What is the length of the expressway?
27,000 meters.
correct 27,000 meters මෙතන මේ displacement එකම තමයි මෙයාගේ length එක correct yes why මෙයා straight line එකනේ ගිහිලා තියෙන්නේ මෙතනම කියනවා it's horizontal මෙයා straight line එක දිගටම ගිහිල්ලා මේ වගේ straight line එක දිගටම move වෙනවා කියන්නේ distance එකයි displacement එකයි හැම වෙලේම එකයිනේ නේ so මේ move වෙලා තියෙන එකම තමයි distance එක that is also the displacement so මෙයා මුළු expressway එකේම move yani from the beginning to the end this has gone the vehicle so altogether this has moved 27,000 meters that means the length should also be 27,000 meters ඕන ඔයගලන්ට මේක kilometers වලට convert කළා 27 kilometers කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන් now they're asking calculate the maximum permissible velocity that a vehicle can be driven in that expressway how do we get this
We can divide 27,000 meters from 1,000 seconds, and when the 3 zeros cancelled, we can get 27 ms minus 1.
okay why do we do that why do we divide 27,000 by 100
To get the velocity.
why because velocity equals displacement divided by time හින්දාද
Yeah.
මං කිව්වා I mean of course answer is correct answer is correct but the method is wrong because ඕගලන්ට graph එක දීලා තියෙනවා නම් ටක් ගාලා gradient එකට යන්න ඕනේ gradient area under the graph ඔය concepts වලට තමයි අපි යන්නේ graph එක තියෙදි graph එක නැතුව නිකන් question එකක් දුන්නොත් you can write velocity equals displacement over time but here this is a graph and you have to calculate the gradient you have to calculate the gradient you need 2 points this point is 0 0 this point is 1000 answer is correct anyways amma answer එක හරි method එක තමයි මේ විදිහට එන්න ඕනේ 27,000 so this is x1 this is y1 this is x2 this is y2 so y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 ने මම එක එහෙම ලියන්න તો මෙහෙම ලියනම් y2 is 27,000 y1 is 0 x2 is 1000 x1 is 0 so 0 එක නෑ නේද මෙතන බිඳුවට මේක මේ බිඳු තුන කැපුණාම you get 27 since the gradient is 27 you write then the maximum permissible velocity is 27 ms minus 1 anyways the answer is correct and even the calculation is the same answer correct
What you are writing?
you can't see
What is it?
oh,
Yeah, teacher, I also can't see.
okay 1 second let me use a different color and write it somewhere else mama green එකෙන් මම මේකත් erase කරන්න I will use green color here gradient
No, teacher, we can't see.
can't see now
Yes, teacher.
Yes, you can't see.
Yes, teacher, can't see.
අර මේ 27,000 meters equals 27 kilometers කියන එක පේනවද
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
මේ x2 x1 y2 ඒවත් පේන්නේ නැද්ද what
No, teacher. We can't see only the question.
Sheet, we can't see anything. Only the white sheet we can see.
you
She
can see
works
the
like
question no?
white
What
sheet
you
is
know?
printed.
I can't see anything, only the
question so all this time I've been writing හරි මම මේ බෝඩ් එකේම මේක හදන්නම්කෝ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට white board එක පේනවද ළමයි
Yes, teacher.
okay so I will do it on the whiteboard so first question again what is the length of the expressway you understood right first question again
2,700.
yes 2,700
20,000.
sorry 27
20,000.
27,000 meters which is 27 kilometers 27,000 meters කියලා තිබ්බත් you get the marks then for the second one now this is a displacement time graph Ama's answer is correct ඒක මේ calculation එකත් මේකේ විදිහටම තමයි යන්නේ හැබැයි gradient කියන එක එන්න ඕනේ right because this is a displacement time graph So you have to get the gradient. එතකොට ඔයාගේ points දෙක මොනවාද? අර at the very, if this is the graph, මෙහෙමනේ graph එක තියෙන්නේ. මෙතන point එක 0 0. That is x1 y1. මෙතන point එක 1000 27,000. This is x2 y2. So we know how to find the gradient y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 27,000, y1 is 0, x2 is 1000, x1 is 0. So 27,000 divided by 1000, we get 27. Therefore, velocity is 27 ms minus 1. Like this. හැබැයි අපි මේක gradient එකෙන් තමයි ගන්න because there is a graph. Is this clear ළමයි?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Anybody has any questions? ඔගලන් කවුරු ඉන්නවද නුවරඑළිය බදුල්ල බණ්ඩාරවැල ඒ පැත්තේ?
Yes.
Really? Tenuli, where are you from? බදුල්ල?
Bandarwedi.
බණ්ඩාරවැල ඔහෙට රස්නේද? Or is it chilly or මේ වගේ මෙච්චර රස් නැතුව ඇති, but is it hot there?
Yes, teacher.
ඔහෙටත් රස්නේද? Okay. Just a random question. I was just curious because it's very hot here. Okay. Fans වලින් ඉන්නම් බෑ ඇත්තම කිව්වොත්. හරි. It started from rest. Question number 12 එක ළමයි මම screen share කරන්නේ නැහැ question එක. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ worksheet එක තියෙනවනේ. So it started from the rest and uniformly accelerated in the first. It කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි මේ object එක, right? Started from rest and uniformly accelerated in the first 10 seconds and acquired maximum velocity. Thereafter, it traveled at the same velocity for a certain time, and in the last 10 seconds, it uniformly decelerated and came to rest at the end of the expressway. So we have to draw a sketch of the velocity time graph. Okay, so we'll do that. Velocity time graph එකක් අඳින්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ. So make sure you always label the axis. Velocity කියලා label කරලා within brackets you have to write the unit ms s minus 1. Then our x-axis is time in seconds. So this object starts from rest. Starts from rest කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන බිඳුවෙන් තමයි start කරන්නේ. And then uniformly accelerates in the first 10 seconds and acquired maximum velocity. මෙයා uniformly මෙහෙම accelerate කරලා maximum velocity එක ගන්නවා. So I will so this uniformly accelerates like this. Uniformly accelerates within the first 10 seconds. Within the first 10 seconds. And acquires the maximum velocity of 15 ms minus 1. Only 15 හම්බෙනවා. Then, thereafter, it traveled at the same velocity for a certain time. ඊට පස්සේ for a certain time, මෙයා same velocity move වෙලා. Right? Same velocity, this has moved for a certain time. අපි time එක දන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද time එක අපිට දීලා නැහැනේ. time එක දීලා නැහැ. And then during the last 10 seconds, it uniformly decelerated and came to rest. Last 10 seconds වල it uniformly decelerated and came to rest. බිඳුවටම එනවා. So this is the last 10 seconds. මේ පළවෙනි 10 seconds. මෙතන 10 එක දැන් erase කරන්නම් දැනට. 10 එක අපි චුට්ටියට දාමු. Here 10. So මේ විදියට velocity time graph එක ඇඳලා තිබ්බොත් you get the marks. Do you all understand this ළමයි?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, others? Cheruli?
Yes, teacher.
Ama?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Ashwita, yes. Tenuli? Okay, so this is how you are supposed to draw the graph. If you drew the graph like this, you get full marks. Find the total time taken by vehicle B to travel on the expressway. Total time එක අහනවා අපෙන්. Then total time එක ගත්තොත් අපි මේ කොටසේ time එක දන්නවා. We know it's 10 seconds. This part again we know the time, it's 10 seconds. But we don't know the time here. We'll just take it as X. මේ question එක date එකක් මදිනේ. Then just yes. There's a single data that is missing here. එක date එකක් මෙතන මදි. I can't remember this question now. ඒකේ Roman number 2 එක දැන්ට තියන්න ළමයි just එක පොඩි රතු පාටින් star එකක් දාගන්නකො. In question number 12 Roman number 2 එකේ චුටි star එකක් දාගන්න. I will check that and let you know. Because may data වලින් මේ answer ගන්න බෑ. But the first Roman number you can get the answer. This is the velocity time graph. Okay, with that we come to the end of the worksheet. Do you have any questions? Chenuli, Mayumdi, Ama, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Ashwita, Onara?
Yes, teacher.
Ashwita? Tenuli? Lasas?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Lasas, Minosh, is it clear?
Teacher.
Okay. So even later if you have any, Dinuki also has a power cut now. ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ power cuts තාම තියෙනවද ළමයි? හැමෝටම තියෙනවද?
No, teacher.
සමහර අයට විතරයි තියෙන එකයි මං හිතන්නේ because අපිට power cut එක නැහැ. But I guess some of you all have the power cut, no? So we'll go back to our lesson. අපි lesson එකට යමු. Where did we stop last day? We talked about isotopes, no? අපි isotopes වලින්ද නැවතුනේ ළමයි? Can one of you check and let me know?
Yes, teacher. Isotopes.
Isotopes, no? And we discussed first ionization energy, but we didn't write anything, ne?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So anyhow, I will explain first ionization energy one more time. Okay. So first ionization energy kiyanne, let's say you have now, let's say sodium wala electronic configuration එක, now you should be able to write this 281 because sodium ke atomic number එක 11 ne. So when you write 11 you get 281, right? So what you do is you take an atom of sodium in the gas state. Sodium සාමාන්‍ය solid එකක්. ඔයක ගොඩක් රත් ඕනම දෙයක් when you heat it becomes liquid. When you heat it more it becomes gas, no? So sodium also you can take it as gas. Gas state එකේ ඉඳලා මම මොකද කරන්නේ? මෙයාගේ එක electron එකක් ගලවනවා. Right? So මම මෙතන මෙහෙම ලියන්නම්. I remove one electron. Electron එකක් මෙහෙම ලියන්නේ. E චුට්ටක් උඩින් පොඩි minus එකක්. So I remove one electron. දැන් එතකොට ගැලවෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන ඉන්න electron එක. So this electron will be removed. Right? එතකොට මට හැදෙනවා sodium plus කියලා එක්කෙනෙක් in the gas state. Okay, so I explained last week how we got this plus. I will explain today as well. Now as we know, if you take sodium atomic number 11 ne. Sodium atomic number 11. That means sodium has how many protons lamai? How many protons does sodium have?
11.
11. So protons are positively charged. So protons in the sodium to plus 11 charge එකක් එනවා. Then sodium has 11 electrons. One electron is negatively charged. So because of electrons, sodium gets minus 11 charge. එහෙනම් sodium ගේ total charge එක plus 11 minus 11. එතකොට plus උයි minus උයි cancel වෙලා total charge is 0. ඒකයි මම මෙතන මොනවද දාලා නැත්තේ. Just there's no charge. But now what happens is that I remove one electron. මම එක electron එකක් ගලවනවා. දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Now let's see what happens to the new sodium. Protons ගාන වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Protons ගාන anyways we can't change because protons are inside the nucleus. So protons කොහොමත් 11 ම තමයි. One proton is positive 1. So there are 11 protons. That means plus 11. But now here one electron is removed. So how many electrons are there? How many electrons are here altogether now? After removing one electron?
There will be 10.
10. So because of electrons, there's a minus 10 charge. Now we will see the total charge is plus 11 minus 10 and our total charge එක plus 1 කියලා. A plus 1 එක තමයි මම මෙතන plus 1 කියලා දැම්මේ. Is that clear ළමයි?
Can you explain it again?
Yes. So here
Teacher, this is how we find isotopes. That part, no, teacher.
no, isotopes we are done. This is a new part, right? So I will explain that. දැන් මෙතන මම කරන එක බලා ගන්නකො. So we have sodium, which is the atomic number is 11. So when I write the electronic configuration is 281, right? So mama sodium ගන්නවා gas state එකේ, in the gaseous state. So if I take this sodium, usually sodium has now atomic number is 11 no? 11 means it has 11 protons. එක proton එකක් positive charge එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට 11 protons दा plus 11 positive charge, right? Then we know the number of protons and the number of electrons are equal usually. So there should be 11 electrons as well. And a one electron is negatively charged, so 11 electrons means minus 11. So total charge එක ගත්තොත් plus 11 and minus 11 cancel වෙලා total charge එක 0. So අපිට charge එක මොනවද දාන්න ඕනේ? I just write sodium gas, right? So what I do is I remove one electron. Sodium ගේ එක electron එකක් මම කඩලා ගන්නවා. Now look at the new sodium. අලුත් sodium ගත්තොත් protons ගාන වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. I didn't do anything to the number of protons. So protons will be 11, so plus 11. But now I removed one electron, so there's only 10 electrons. ඒකින්ද minus 10. So total charge එක plus 11 minus 10. එතකොට plus එකක් වැඩිනේ. So total charge is plus now. ඒකින්ද sodium ට මෙහෙම plus charge එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. Up to that point, is it clear? Lasas, is it clear now?
Yeah, I can create a positive charge, but I can't negative charge.
With this one?
Yes, no, that's an okay. Negative charge. Other one.
මෙතනද? Hereද?
No, down that you explained that.
Yes, teacher.
This one, no?
Yes.
So usually sodium.
Total charge is 0.
Lasas, it's not clear. Can you unmute and tell me again?
Yes, teacher. The total charge is 0. How do we get negative?
Total charge negative එකක් නෑ. Total charge එක 0. හිතන්න there are plus ඒවා 11ක් තියෙනවා. minus ඒවත් 11ක් තියෙනවා. දැන් බලන්න හැම plus එකකටම හැම minus එකක්ම කැපෙනවා. See? So plus 11ටම minus 11 කැපිලා the total charge therefore is 0. Plus උත් නෑ minus උත් නෑ කියන්නේ 0. That means neutral. So the total charge is neutral. No charge. That is why I put 0 here. ඒකයි මම මෙතන මුකුත් charge එකක් plus කියලා දාලත් නැහැ. Minus කියලා දාලත් නැහැ. I have. So there's no charge. It's neutral. Is it clear, Lasas? තාම clear
Yes,
නැද්ද?
teacher.
දැන් හරිද?
Yes, teacher, I can.
right okay එතකොට අපි මේ කතා කරන්නේ ඇත්තටම first ionization energy ගැන right so here in this equation in this particular equation what I did was I took sodium atom in gaseous state and I removed one electron so when I removed one electron I got sodium plus මෙන්න මෙහෙම එක ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන එකක් remove කරන්න යන එනර්ජි එකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ මේකට යන එනර්ජි එකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ first ionization energy. This energy is what we call the first ionization energy. For any atom this is applied, right? ඕනිම atom එකකට මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්.
What's mean E?
Sorry Lasas?
E?
E කියන්නේ electron.
Okay, teacher.
Now like if they give a question like this, they give a element, then the like atomic number they are saying to find the electronic configuration and to find the first ionization energy. We have to do this, right?
That is not how they usually ask questions. So for the moment, don't worry about the question and just understand this because in the worksheet you will come across questions that concerns first ionization energy and all. Okay. So, metana. Okay, listen one more time. We have sodium atom in the gas state. So what I do is I remove one electron. මේ මෙතන minus E කියලා තියෙන්නේ එක electron. මේ E minus කියන්නේ electron එකක sign එක. So I have removed one electron here, right? So I have removed one electron, then I get sodium plus. ඒක ආපු විදිය තමයි මම මෙතන explain කරේ. This is what I explained here, right? So the energy that is required to remove one electron from any atom in the gaseous state, we call it the first ionization energy. ඕනෙම atom එකක් gaseous state එකේ ඉන්න ඔයාට එක electron එකක් ගලවන්න දෙන්න ඕනි energy එක තමයි අපි first ionization energy කියලා කියන්නේ. Is that clear ළමයි?
Yes, teacher.
Ashwita, is it clear?
So only in the gaseous state.
Teacher.
Yes, only in the gaseous state. Okay. එතකොට අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝනයක් ඉස්සරහ minus sign එකක් තියන්නේ නැහැ. Because of that, so sodium in the gaseous state, මෙන්න මේක මම අනිත් පැත්තට ගෙනියනවා. ගෙනිච්චාම එයා positive වෙනවා. You know in mathematics when you do equations, ඒ වගේ තමයි අනිත් පැත්තේ තියෙන sodium plus නේ. Sodium plus gaseous state. මෙන්න මෙයාව මම අනිත් පැත්තට ගේනවා. එතකොට එයා plus electron කියලා වෙනවා. So this is how you write that equation. Is this clear?
Yes, teacher.
Tenuli, Ama?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. එතකොට for any atom actually you can get the first ionization energy. So let's say any element that you want. අපි හිතමුකෝ we'll take something like oxygen. So oxygen ගත්තොත් ඔයා oxygen වල එක atom එකක් ගන්නවා. In the gaseous state. You remove one electron, then it becomes oxygen plus in the gaseous state. Right? So මං කියවන electron එක ඉස්සරහා minus sign එක දාන්න නැහැ කියලා. So then what you do is oxygen atom in the gaseous state. මේ පැත්තේ oxygen plus in the gaseous state. This electron when it comes to the other side it becomes plus electron. So that is for oxygen. For any atom you can write the same equation. Same equation you can write for any element. Is this clear, Lamai?
Teacher, can you explain that green color part only?
Yes. So here what we are saying is that now the sodium වල මං කියන්නේ sodium වල gas state එකේ තියෙනකොට එක atom එක you remove one electron it becomes sodium plus. ඒ වගේම තමයි ඕනම atom එකක්. Every atom, any element you can do the same. oxygen gas තියනවා එක atom එකක් in gaseous state. You remove one electron, it becomes oxygen plus in the gas state. तर මම ඒක rearrange කළා මේක ඉස්සරහට ගෙනවා, it becomes plus.
Teacher, in all the elements, when the elements are in gaseous state only, we can remove.
Yes, all the elements, all the atoms should be in gaseous state for this to happen, right? So this is actually first ionization energy, right? So put the no මුලින්ම topic එක දාගන්න patterns in the periodic table. Patterns in the periodic table. Patterns in the periodic table. So there are two patterns that we will be specifically talking about. Number one is first ionization energy. Number two is electronegativity. Then you put the topic first ionization energy.
Teacher.
Yes, Asas.
Teacher, in periodic table, in grade 11, how many elements we have to learn?
It's still 20 elements ma thamai ogolang last week igena gatte same 20 elements you have for the entire O level syllabus.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, quickly, patterns in the periodic table. Number one, first ionization. Number two, electronegativity. And then put the subtopic first ionization energy. Dinuki, is your connection okay now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Put a star and write first ionization energy
We have to write this.
Yes, write this one. I will explain this statement one more time, but mulima මේක ලියා ගන්නකො බලන්න. And then you draw this, write this one, sodium gas. You remove an electron. So මේ ඒ කියපු එකම තමයි මේ statement එකේ තියෙන ළමයි. Minimum energy that should be supplied to an atom in the gaseous state. Gaseous state එකකින් atom එකකට the minimum amount of energy that should be given to remove an electron and to form a unipositive gaseous ion. Unipositive කියන්නේ එක positive එකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. එක plus එකක් විතරයි. So unipositive gaseous ion. Ion එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ charge එකක් තියෙන එක කියන්නේ. So if anything has a positive or a negative charge, we call it an ion. So in the future, you will come across that term more.
We have to write this also.
Yeah, write everything.
As an example.
එහෙමත් ඕන නිකන් යටින් ලියන්න. දන්න ළමයි? Others?
Teacher done.
Okay. Others? Okay, I'll move on now. Write the next point. Right, this point I will explain. So සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එක atom එකකට අපි first ionization energy කිව්වහම මේක ගොඩාක් චූටි value එකක්. ඒක හින්දා අපි per mole of atoms ගන්නෙ. So what is a mole? Mole කියන හැට you know 12කට අපි කියනවානේ dozen කියලා. So let's say a dozen of apples, that means we know it's 12 apples, right? So let's say a dozen of pens, අපි දන්නවා ඒ කියන්නේ 12 pens කියලා. දුසිම කියලා කියන්නේ. So ඒ වගේ තමයි mole කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ unit එකක්, right? Atoms set එකකට අපි එකට කියන term එකක් තමයි mole කියන්නේ. So when you take the first ionization energy, are you done writing, Lamai?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So first ionization energy එක ගත්තොත් let's consider the second period. Second period එකේ මොනවද අපිට ඉන්න elements? We have lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Right? So we need to know how the first ionization energy changes in the periodic table, right? अपने periodic table के patterns नहीं करने गाने. So we need to know how the first ionization energy changes in the atoms, in the elements in the periodic table. So අපි second period එක ගත්තොත්, that means this lithium, beryllium, boron, all of that. So අපි ගමු lithium වල first ionization energy මෙතන කියලා. Let's say this is lithium. lithium ට වඩා first ionization energy එක වැඩි beryllium ගේ. then beryllium වලට වඩා චුට්ටක් අඩුයි boron ගේ. then boron ට වඩා වැඩි nitrogen ගේ, sorry carbon ගේ. carbon ට වඩා වැඩි nitrogen ගේ. nitrogen ට වඩා චුට්ටක් අඩුයි oxygen ගේ. and then ඊට වඩා වැඩි fluorine ගේ. ඊටත් වඩා වැඩි neon ගේ. This is how first ionization energy changes in the second period. So as you can see, the first ionization energy is constantly increasing except for the third group and the sixth group. Third ekina, sixth ekina vitrak chuttak adu වෙනවා, අනිත් ඔක්කොම වැඩි වෙනවා. Right? So actually the reason why the first ionization energy decreases in boron and oxygen, you don't have in your syllabus, right? It's a bit complicated. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ syllabus එකේ නැහැ. But if you decide to do A-level science, A-level science stream, in chemistry you will be learning why the first ionization energy is lower in boron and oxygen, right? But in your syllabus, ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒක නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලන් දැනගන්න ඕනේ, in a period, the first ionization energy increases. හැබැයි third එකනයි sixth එකනයි විතරක් චුට්ටක් අඩු වෙනවා. අපි බලමු third period එකට ගිහලා. third period එකේ what do we have? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. So ඒකත් මෙන්න මේ විදිහටමයි. So let's say here this is sodium. Sodium වලට වඩා වැඩි magnesium වල. Magnesium වලට වඩා පොඩ්ඩක් අඩුයි aluminium වල. Third එක අඩු වෙනවානේ. Then silicon වැඩි. Phosphorus වැඩි. I sixth එකේන චුට්ටක් අඩු වෙනවා. Sulfur අඩු වෙනවා. Then chlorine. Then argon. Do you all understand this pattern in the second period and the third period, Lamai?
Yes, teacher.
Others?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay. So, අපි අනිත් එකත් අපි ගත්තොත් calcium and in our fourth period we have potassium and calcium. ඒකේ දෙන්නයි ඉන්නේ. ඒ දෙන්නත් ওই විදිහටම තමයි potassium like this, ඊට වඩා චුට්ටක් වැඩි calcium වල. දැන් මම first period එකක පස්සේ කියන්නම්. දැන් ළමයි If you take period එකෙන් period එක ගත්තොත්, now this is the second period, right? This is the second period. Second period එක ඔහොම pattern එක තියෙන්නේ, and then when you take the third period එකේ pattern එක පොඩ්ඩක් පල්ලෙහාට වෙලා තියෙනවා, right? A little bit down here. Then fourth period එක තවත් චුට්ටක් පල්ලෙහාට ගිහිලා like this. So කොහොමද මේවා connect වෙන්නේ? Here neon is the 10th element, then sodium is the 11th element. මෙහෙම sodium ව connect වෙනවා. Then argon වලට පස්සේ potassium මෙහෙම connect වෙනවා like this. ඕම තමයි connect වෙන්නේ. So as you can see, එක period එක ගත්තොත් ඔයාලට pattern එක පේනවා. එන්න වැඩි වෙනවා, third එකයි sixth එකයි අඩු වෙනවා. In the third period also එන්න වැඩි වෙනවා, third එකයි sixth එකයි අඩු වෙනවා. Then if you take a group, hydrogen helium උත් මම මෙතන ලියන්නම්, I will explain about it later. If you take this group, we have lithium, sodium and potassium. අපි group wise ගිහලා බලමු. lithium, sodium, potassium ඉන්නේ එකම group එකේ. බලන්න එකම group එකේ කට්ටියට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? lithium ගේ first ionization energy වැඩි. එයා ඉන්නේ මේ level එකේ. sodium ගේ first ionization energy ඊට වඩා චුට්ටක් අඩුයි. Then potassium ගේ first ionization energy ඊටත් වඩා පොඩ්ඩක් අඩුයි. Did you all notice that, ළමයි? Can you all see that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Then if you take another one, beryllium, magnesium, calcium in එක බැලුවොත් they are all in the second group, no? So beryllium ගේ වැඩි, ඊට වඩා අඩුයි magnesium ගේ, ඊට වඩා අඩුයි calcium ගේ. එන්න group එකක පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට as you can see the first ionization energy decreases. Right, group එකක පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට the first ionization energy decreases. Right. Why is that? Why do you think that's so? දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් here lithium, sodium, calcium ගත්තාම lithium වලට වඩා sodium වල first ionization energy අඩුයි, sodium වලට වඩා potassium වල අඩුයි. So first ionization energy means the minimum energy that is required to remove an electron, right? Lithium ಗೆ ගත්තොත් lithium ගේ electronic configuration එක 2-1 නේ. Sodium ගේ electronic configuration එක 2-8-1. Potassium ගේ electronic configuration එක 2-8-8-1. බලන්න, always in first ionization energy we are removing one electron. Lithium ගේ මම අයින් කරන්නේ මේ electron එක. Sodium ගේ මම අයින් කරන්නේ මේ electron එක. Potassium ගේ මම අයින් කරන්නේ මේ electron එක. බලන්න lithium ගේ අයින් කරන electron එක it's very close now. If you take lithium like this, main lithium nucleus එක first energy level එකේ තමයි මේ electrons දෙක ඉන්නේ. Then this last electron is in the second energy level. මෙහෙමනේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන in the planetary model. So the electron that we are removing in lithium is very close to the nucleus. හැබැයි sodium වල අපි remove කරන electron එක ඉන්නේ third energy level එකේ. එයා චුට්ටක් ඈතින් ඉන්නේ. Potassium වල අපි remove කරන electron එක ඉන්නේ fourth energy level එකේ. එයා තවත් ඈතින් ඉන්නේ. එන්න the electron that we are removing is going farther away from the nucleus. Did you notice that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. එතකොට now this in lithium, the electron that we are removing, I said it's in the second energy level, no? So it's very close to the nucleus. So nucleus එක හැම වෙලේම electrons ටික අල්ලගෙන ඉන්නේ හොඳටම, right? Because all these electrons are attracted to the nucleus. So මේ electron එක ගලවන්න නම් ඔයාට ගොඩාක් ලොකු energy එකක් දෙන්න වෙනවා. Because the attraction towards the nucleus is very high. I mean second energy level එකේ ඉන්නේ. But if you take sodium in a third energy level එකේ. එයා චුට්ටක් ඈතින් ඉන්නේ. ඒකින්ද යාට nucleus එකට තියෙන attraction එක චුට්ටක් අඩුයි. ඒකින්ද අපි යාව ගලවන්න එච්චර energy එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. If you take potassium, the electron that we are removing is in the fourth energy level. It's even farther from the nucleus. එහෙනම් එයාට nucleus එකට තියෙන attraction එක ඊටත් වඩා අඩුයි. So we need to give very little energy to remove that electron. That is why in a group when you're going down, the first ionization energy decreases ඇයි අපි remove කරන electron එක හැමලෙම පල්ලෙහාට යන්නේ නැහැ ඈතින් තියෙන nucleus එකට. එතකොට attraction එක අඩුයිනේ. So for an example, if you take සමහරලාට ගෙවල්ලෙම ළමයාට ගෙදර ෆැමිලි එකත් එක්ක හොඳ බොන්ඩ් එකක් තියෙනවා, strong bond එකක් තියෙනවා නම් පිටායට manipulate කරන්න බෑ, brainwash කරන්න බෑ. So you know those kind of incidents are very common. Not just these days, right? මේ දවස්වල කියලා විතරක් නෙවෙයි, ඒ වගේ incidents හරිම common. පොඩි ළමයිව පොඩි ළමයි කියන්නේ even your age, right? So for maybe සමහර කොල්ලෝ යාළු කරගන්නවා, කෙල්ලෝ කොල්ලෝ යාළු වෙනවා, මම කියන්නේ කොල්ලෝ විතරක් කියලා. So එමෙම there might be good bonds as well, but I'm just saying that එහෙම ගෙදරත් එක්ක strong bond එකක් නැති කෙනෙක්ව ගෙදරින් ගලවන්න ලේසි, right? Manipulate කරන්න ලේසි. But if a child has a very strong bond, if like a very close friendship with the family, හොඳ attraction එකක් තියෙනවනේ කියන්නේ ගෙදරට. ඒතර ඒ වගේ කෙනෙක්ව ගලව ගන්න අමාරුයි. Right? So ඒ වගේ කෙනෙක්ව එහෙම manipulate කරන්න අමාරුයි. So අන්න ඒ වගේ something similar. Right? Same thing with the other groups. Beryllium වලට වඩා magnesium වල අඩුයි, magnesium වලට වඩා calcium වල අඩුයි. Same in others. Is that clear ළමයි?
Yes, teacher.
Anybody who has any questions, who didn't understand this? Okay. මම hydrogen and helium උත් ලියන්නම්. So hydrogen ඉන්නේ first group එකේ. එහෙනම් එයා මෙන්න මේ හරිය ඉන්නවා. Then අපිට second, third, fourth ඔය ටික ඔක්කොම නෑනේ. අන්තිමට 8th එක තමයි helium. එහෙනම් helium ඉන්නවා මෙන්න මේ හරිය. Like this. So helium ගෙන් lithium ට මෙහෙම join වෙනවා. ඔහොම තමයි first ionization. So this in this graph, this is first ionization energy. First ionization energy. මේ ඇවිල්ලා atomic number එක. ඇයි මේ එන්නේ atoms atomic number එක වැඩි වෙනවනේ මේ elements වල. Okay. Do you all have any questions up to this point? Before we start writing. No. හරි. මේක ඇඳ ගන්න but don't මේක ඇත්තටම now මේක ඇඳ ගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ ළමයි because this is on the textbook no, so if you try to draw this graph it's going to be very complicated. So don't draw the graph එක අඳින්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයගන්ට මේක reference වලට ඕන නම් take a screenshot of this. If you want this graph to later check, take a screenshot. I will also take a screenshot like this. But since it's anyways on the textbook, මම ඒක ගන්නෙ නැහැ. I mean ඒක පොතේ ලියන්න නැහැ.
Can you move it up again, please? I have to get this screen.
Yes.
Okay, it's done.
Okay. So I will draw the periodic table real fast. This is the first group, second group.
Teacher, can you say what we have to?
Sorry, Ashwita.
Teacher, can you say what we have to write now?
No, don't write anything. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is our periodic table. One more like this. Okay. So now I hope you have the periodic table memorized. I will check it another day. Periodic table එක memorize වෙලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium,
Okay,
manganese. What is it?
you say the song we have. It's a song to
song එකක් මම බලලා එවන්නම් කිව්වනේ ඔයගලන්ට කලින් batch එක song එකක් තිබ්බ actually මේ weekend නම් මට කිසිම වැඩක් කරන්න බැරි වුණා. I was not well this week. මම ඔයගලගේ notes වත් check කරේ නැහැ. මම පොඩක් එක බලලා එවන්නම්. ලස්සස් මට reminder එකක් දානවද? සතිය මැද වගේ.
okay, I will do it.
I remember මට මතකයි ගිය batch එකේ නෙමෙයිද කො ඊට කලින් batch එකේ මොකක් හරි ඔය වගේ එකක් හදලා තිබ්බා. I will try to find that. තව ගිය අවුරුදු batch එකේද කොහෙද එක්ක ළමෙක් if I remember right they Google එකෙන් ගත්ත එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි use කරා වගේ මට මතකයි. I will check anyways. Just remind me. Okay. Now what happens to the first ionization energy? Period එකක මෙහෙම යද්දී so period එකක මෙහෙම යද්දී මේ පැත්තට what happens is that first ionization energy increases except third and sixth groups. Third and sixth groups වල ඇරෙන්න අනිත් ටික දිගටම එන්න වැඩි වෙනවා. Right. Then if you take down a group එකක පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? First ionization energy decreases. First ionization energy decreases. Why? Because the attraction of the outermost electron towards the nucleus is decreasing. That's what I explained earlier. Right? So, ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ graph එක අඳින්න ඕනේ නැහැ. But draw the periodic table and මේ pattern දෙක mark කරගන්න. So, what you need to know is the pattern. Right? අපි මේ දැන් කතා කරන්නේ patterns in the periodic table. No? So, what you need to know is the pattern. How is the first ionization energy changing in the periodic table? Right? So, quickly draw the periodic table and මේ දෙක ටක් ගාලා ලියා ගන්න බලන්න. I'll give 5 minutes.
We have to draw this.
Yes, draw the periodic table and write this. Periodic table එක මේක ඇඳා and then මෙතන මෙහෙම pattern එක ඇඳා මේක and then here also you draw this.
Teacher, we have to draw the periodic table.
Yes, Ashita, you have to draw the periodic table and write this.
Okay, teacher.
හරිද ළමයි?
Yes, teacher.
Others who needs more time?
Teacher.
Done. Onara?
Finish, teacher.
Okay. So if you take the entire periodic table, what we have learned, can you tell me what is the element with the highest first ionization energy?
Helium.
Helium. What is the element with the lowest first ionization energy?
Potassium.
Potassium, right? So අපි ඒකත් පොඩ්ඩක් ලියාගමු යටින්. Put a star and write element with the highest first ionization energy is helium. Element with the lowest first ionization energy is potassium. Write this and then we'll move on to electronegativity. Okay. Since we discussed the worksheet today, it took some time, no? It's okay. අපිට තව දවසක විතර ඒවා තියෙනවා මේ lesson එකේ. දවසක් or 1.5 days. Probably.
Teacher, next week I won't class, teacher.
Sorry, Ashita?
Next week I won't be able to come for the class because we are having the sports meet.
Okay, it's okay. Just remind me to send the recording, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, what about the note in the first unit?
First unit
Yes.
note එකත් මම එවන්නම් lasas. I have a few edits to make. As I said last week, I couldn't work on anything. So මට මතක විදියට මට තව කොටස් දෙක vitamins and minerals දෙක විතරයිද කොහෙද add කරන් තියෙන්නේ. I will add those two as well. And මේ week එක අතවත මම එවන්නම් ඒ note එක. ඒතකොට ඒක print out අරන් තියාගන්න කොහොමත් අපිට next week first lesson එක කරන්න බැරි වෙයි. Because අපිට මේ this chemistry lesson is quite a big lesson. So අපිට මේක ඉවර කරන්න next week එක යයි. So after that only we'll be able to start the lesson 1. But anyways, within this week I will send the note.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, ළමයි. Now we will learn about electronegativity. දැන් අපි patterns ගැන කතා කරේ. So first pattern that we talked about was first ionization energy, and now we are going to talk about electronegativity. So හැම වෙලේම ඕගලන්ට පැටලෙනවා first ionization energy and electronegativity. Therefore, please listen very carefully. Right? So now when it comes to, now there are altogether 20 elements in the periodic table that we are learning, right? So these elements, they make bonds with each other. මේගොල්ලන් එකිනෙකා bonds හදනවා. So for an example, I will take hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. Hydrogen and chlorine form a bond. එහෙනම් bond එකක් හදනවා hydrogen and chlorine. හරිද? So in the future we will be learning more about bonds, but for the moment දැන්ට නිකම් මතක තියාගන්න. ඉස්සරහට අපිට වෙනම lesson එකක් එනවා chemical bonds කියලා. In that lesson we will talk more about this, but for the moment just understand සාමාන්‍යයෙන් bond එකක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් bond එකක we have a bond is made up of 2 electrons. So we have 2 electrons in a bond. As you can see here, අපිට electrons දෙකක් තියෙනවා bond එකක. හරිද? So මෙහෙම තමයි HCl කියන එක තියෙන්නේ. HCl, the bond between hydrogen and chlorine. Usually one bond is made up of 2 electrons, right? Even though this is how it's supposed to be, ඇත්තටම මේගොල්ලන් ඉන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම. So hydrogen is here, chlorine is here, the bond is like this, මේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් දෙන්න හරිනම් ගානට බැලන්ස් වෙලානේ ඉන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඇත්තටම ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් දෙන්න ඉන්නේ දෙන්නම ක්ලෝරීන්ට ගොඩාක් ලං වෙලා. So both the electrons are very close to chlorine, right? So harinang the electrons in the bond, they are supposed to be like this, but now they are staying very close to chlorine, right? So here the two electrons belong to both hydrogen and chlorine. Electrons then they belong to both hydrogen and chlorine, but they are they're staying very close to chlorine. ඒ කියන්නේ හයිඩ්‍රජන්ට අයිති නැහැ කියන එක නෙවෙයි, හයිඩ්‍රජන්ටත් අයිති. හැබැයි ලං වෙලා ඉන්නවා ක්ලෝරින්ට. Understood? So it's very close, staying very close to chlorine. So that means chlorine has a power, an ability where it can attract the electrons in a bond. Bond එකක තියෙන electrons එයාට attract කරගන්න පුළුවන් ability එකක් chlorine ට තියෙනවා. Compared to hydrogen. Hydrogen ට ability එක අඩුයි. You can see here, no? Because chlorine has attracted both the electrons in the bond towards itself and hydrogen එක කරගන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි කියනවා මෙතන chlorine, so that ability, that's what we call electronegativity. We say chlorine has a higher electronegativity because it can do this. It can attract the electrons in the bond towards itself. And hydrogen comparatively has a lower electronegativity. Did you understand this part, Lamai?
Teacher, can you explain this part again?
Okay. So there's hydrogen and chlorine, they have formed a bond. A bond is usually made up of two electrons, right? So හරිනම් electrons දෙන්න දෙපැත්තට balance වෙලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. හරිනම් ඉන්න ඕනේ එහෙමයි. But in reality, both the electrons are staying very close to chlorine, right? So both hydrogen and chlorine, like the two electrons belong to both hydrogen and chlorine. That's true. හැබැයි ඉන්නේ chlorine ට ලං වෙලා. ඒ කියන්නේ chlorine has a power where the chlorine can attract the electrons in the bond towards itself. එයාට කඩලා ගන්න බෑ. හැබැයි bond එකේ electrons ටික එයාගේ ළඟට attract කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ electronegativity කියලා. So මෙතන chlorine ටනේ power එක වැඩි. So we say chlorine has a high electronegativity. Hydrogen ටේ power එක අඩුයි, as you can see, because hydrogen couldn't attract the electrons towards itself. So hydrogen therefore has a lower electronegativity. Is this clear? Who has any questions? Onara, did you understand this? Chenuli, Mayumdi?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Ashrita, is it clear now?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So let's take, I'll just take one more example for you to understand this better. අපි ගමු the elements will take අපි ගමු HOH. Okay, so here now there are two bonds, right? හැම bond එකකම electrons දෙකක් ඉන්නවා. හැම bond එකකම electrons දෙකක් ඉන්නවා, right? One second, let me redraw this properly. Now this is a certain compound. Oxygen දෙපැත්තේ hydrogen දෙන්න එක bond එකක් හදලා. So as I said earlier, every bond is made up of two electrons. So there are two bonds, both the bonds are made up of two electrons. So this is how it's supposed to be. But in reality, මේක ඉන්නේ මෙන්න මේ විදියට. So hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen. ඉන්නේ electrons දෙන්නම oxygen පැත්තට ලං වෙලා ඉන්නේ. මෙතනත් එහෙමයි. oxygen ට ලං වෙලා ඉන්නේ. That doesn't mean hydrogen ට නැති වුණා නෙවෙයි. electrons දෙක hydrogen ටත් අයිති. But ඉන්නේ oxygen ට ලං වෙලා. Then tell me, does oxygen or hydrogen have higher electronegativity?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Yes, others?
Oxygen.
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 Correct. So, because oxygen has the power to attract the electrons in the bond towards itself. So, oxygen has a higher electronegativity. Comparatively, hydrogen has a lower electronegativity. Now tell me, අපේ periodic table එකේ මෙන්න මේ set එක. helium, neon, argon. මේගොල්ලන්ට අපි කියනවා we call them noble gases. The reason why we call them noble gases is because හරි noble කියලා කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන් කාත් එක්කවත් bonds හදන්නේ නැහැ. They are very stable. එයාලා තනියමයි ඉන්නේ. තනියෙන් ඉන්නේ කාත් එක්කවත්ම bonds හදන්නේ නැහැ. Right? එතකොට මේ තුන් දෙනාට electronegativity, what can you say about the electronegativity of helium, neon and argon? Because helium, neon and argon, they are called noble gases because they don't form bonds with anybody and any other element. So what can you say about the electronegativity of helium, neon and argon? මොකද ළමයි electron? Yes.
Because they do not have like attracting the other elements.
Yes. So what can you say about electronegativity?
High electronegativity.
Okay, I got high electronegativity. Two of you all said high electronegativity. One of you said no electronegativity. Any other answers? Lasas, what do you think? Dinuki? Shenuli? Now what did I say? I said electronegativity kiyanne when two elements are in a bond, the ability of one element to attract the electrons in the bond towards itself.
In first one,
This one.
other side, in that side, what no attracted.
No, මම මේක ඇන්දලා අසස් just to show හරිනම් මෙහෙම ඉන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඇත්තටම ඉන්නේ මෙහෙම නෙවෙයි. Okay ලසස්.
Okay, teacher.
So here also හරිනම් මේ ඒක ඇත්ත එක නෙවෙයි. ඒක අපි නිකන් හරිනම් මෙහෙම ඉන්න ඕන කියලා අර මම නිකන් just to show you. But ඇත්තටම ඉන්නේ මේ විදියට. Attracted like this because of electronegativity. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So when it comes to noble gases, ඒගොල්ලන් bonds හදන්නේ නැහැනේ. Noble gases, they don't form bonds. Bonds හදන්න නැත්තම් bond එකක තියෙන electrons එයාගේ පැත්තට attract කරගන්න විදියක් නැහැනේ because there's no bond to start with. So noble gases don't have electronegativity values. We say the electronegativity of noble gases is 0. Is that clear, Lamai?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So put the topic electronegativity and මෙන්න මේ දෙක අද ගන්න බලන්න. So let me electronegativity का topic එක දාලා just මේ දෙනව දා ගන්න බලන්න. One second. Just draw these two quickly and then we write some points. And then මම මෙයාට points කීපයක් ලියන්නම්. After you draw this, write these points as well. Just write this point. Make it faster. Let me know when you're done.
Done, teacher.
Okay, others? Shanuli?
Done, teacher.
No, teacher.
Okay, Ashita, I'll give you a few more minutes. Okay. Lasa still writing?
Teacher.
Done, okay. Let me know when you're done, Ashwita.
Done.
Okay. So, again, we need to know the pattern. As I said earlier, අපි මේ electronegativity first ionization energy එකේ කතා කරන්නේ, we are talking about patterns in the periodic table, right? So first ionization energy na අපි periodic table එකේ pattern එක මෙහෙම ඉගෙන ගත්තා, right? So just like that, we need to know the pattern of electronegativity as well. I will copy the same periodic table here because it takes time to draw. So first ionization energy, this is what happens, right? From left to right, electronegativity just increases. I තුන්වෙනි එකේ third and sixth අඩු වෙනවා එහෙම නැහැ. Gradually increases. ඔක්කොම එන්න වැඩි වෙනවා. Right? Electronegativity increases. From top to bottom in a group, electronegativity decreases. And in noble gases, helium, neon and argon වල the electronegativity is zero. Is this clear, Lamai? So from left to right, ඒ කියන්නේ lithium, if you take the second group, lithium ඉඳන් beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Then third group එකේ sodium ඉඳන් sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. Likewise, from left to right, එන්න electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවා. Right? Then උඩ ඉඳන් පල්ලෙහාට, if you take hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, ඒ හතර ගත්තොත් එන්න electronegativity අඩු වෙනවා. If you take beryllium, magnesium and calcium, එන්න electronegativity අඩු වෙනවා. So from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. From left to right, electronegativity increases. Is this clear, Lamai? Chenuli, did you understand this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Am I Umdi?
Yes, miss.
Ashwita?
Can you explain it again?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Lasas. So here what happens is that, listen carefully. If you take in the now we are learning about patterns in the periodic table. No, කොහොමද periodic table එකේ electronegativity වෙනස් වෙන්නේ? What is the pattern? That is what we need to know. So as you can see in the periodic table, එක group එක period එකක් ගත්තොත් මෙහෙම left ඉඳන් right යනකොට එන්න electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවා. See, lithium ගේ අඩුයි, එන්න beryllium ගේ වැඩි, boron ගේ තව වැඩි, calcium carbon වල ඊට වැඩි. එහෙමම එන්න වැඩි වෙලා fluorine වල තමයි වැඩිම. If you take the third period, sodium වල අඩුයි, magnesium, aluminium, silicon එන්න මෙහෙම වැඩි වෙලා chlorine වල තමයි වැඩිම. So that means in a period from left to right, electronegativity gradually increases. Then top to bottom ගත්තොත්.
Teacher, then that last one is phosphorus.
Which
K.
last one?
That K.
Potassium. එතන මෙතන තමයි. Potassium වලට වඩා calcium වල වැඩි.
Okay.
So then electronegativity. Yes, Lasas.
The most attractive.
That means the element with the highest electronegativity, no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I was coming to that. Can you all tell me what that is? From the patterns here, මේකේ උඩ ඉඳන් පල්ලෙහාට එන්න electronegativity අඩු වෙනවා. Left to right එන්න electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවා. So what do you think is the element with the highest electronegativity?
Chlorine.
උත්තරයක්වත් හරියට ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ. Lasas, what did you say? What?
Chlorine, teacher.
Ashwita says fluorine. Lasas, did you say F?
Teacher.
F means fluorine. Hari, Ashwita says chlorine, then fluorine. Tenuli, what were you going to say?
Helium.
Helium has electronegativity 0. The highest electronegativity manghane, lowest neve highest. So I got several answers. Mayumdi says
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, from up to down also it should be the highest, and from left to right also it should be the highest, right?
No, yeah. That means from the entire 20 elements, what is the highest?
Okay.
Top to bottom, left to right, whatever, from top to bottom or left to right, from the entire periodic table, it should be highest. Highest කියපු ගමන් අපි දන්නවා මේ noble gases ටික වෙන්න බෑ. So we remove noble gases. Then
Chlorine.
Yes, then from left to right එන්න electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවානේ. එහෙනම් මෙන්න මේ හරිය. අපි ගත්තොත් මේ දෙන්නගේ නේද electronegativity වැඩිම ළමයි. Do you all understand that? Yes. But if you consider fluorine and chlorine, උඩ ඉඳන් පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට electronegativity decreases. අඩු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් fluorine ට වඩා chlorine ගේ electronegativity අඩුයි නේද?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Then the element with the highest electronegativity should be fluorine.
Fluorine.
Yes. How did we get that? Let me explain that once more. From left to right, the electronegativity increases. එතකොට මෙහෙම වැඩි වෙලා මේ දෙන්නගේ තමයි electronegativity වැඩිම. ඒ දෙන්නගෙනුත් as we know, when you go from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. එහෙනම් උඩ එක්කෙනාගේ electronegativity වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ පල්ලෙහා එක්කෙනාට වඩා. So the element with the highest electronegativity is fluorine. What do you think is the element with the lowest electronegativity?
It will be helium.
I got two answers. What is it? It's not clear again. දෙන්නෙක් කතා කරානේ.
Helium.
Ashmita says helium. K. Lassa says K. That is potassium. Let me see.
Potassium.
Sorry, Chenuli.
Potassium.
Okay, K potassium. Mayumdi also says potassium. Onara says potassium. So we'll see in a period from left to right. From left to right එන්නනේ electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවනේ. මෙහෙම එන්නනේ electronegativity වැඩි වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ නේද අඩුම electronegativity තියෙන්නේ. Because if from left to right, if the electronegativity is gradually increasing, that means එන්නනේ වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ left පැත්තේ තමයි අඩුම electronegativity තියෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගෙනුත් as you can see උඩ ඉඳන් පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට electronegativity අඩු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් උඩ කට්ටියට වඩා පල්ලෙහාම අයගේ අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. Then correct, the answer is potassium. Potassium is the element with the lowest electronegativity. Is this clear?
Also, draw the
Yes.
periodic table.
Again, we have to draw the periodic table because I want to mark these patterns, right? My patterns are important that you understand, right? That is the whole point of the this part of the lesson. So periodic table එක ඇඳලා මේ patterns ටික label කරගෙන යට තියෙන points දෙක ලියන්න. Make it fast, nah? Otherwise ඕගන්ට තමයි පරක්කු වෙන්නේ.
So we have to write this point, right?
Yes, yes. Right. First draw the periodic table, make a mark කරගෙන then you write these 2 points.
So can you tell it again? Why the last corner the electronegative is 0?
Yes, මම ඒකට point එකක් දෙන්නම්. So I'll explain. Now what is electronegativity චුටකින් ළමයි මම බෝඩ් එක පොඩ්ඩක් මෙහාට කරනවා. Electronegativity කියන්නේ bond එකක් හැදුවාම bond එකේ තියෙන electrons දෙක එයාගේ පැත්තට attract කරගන්න පුළුවන් power එක. Right? Bond එකක් හැදුවාම bond එකේ ඉන්න electrons දෙන්න එයාගේ පැත්තට attract කරගන්න පුළුවන් power එක. But the problem is noble gases, helium, neon, argon, they don't form bonds. ඒගොල්ලන් bonds හදන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් bonds හදන්නේ නැත්නම් bond එකකින් electrons ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තට attract කරගන්න ගැන අපිට කතා කරන්න බෑනේ. Because they don't form bonds to start with. Do you understand, Lasas?
Yes, teacher. Only that's 3 in the periodic table.
Only that? Yeah, only those 3. Yes, yes, yes. So ඒක මම වෙනම point එකක් දෙන්න මම yes, Lasas.
That's we are learning 20 elements. All of the elements.
If you take the entire big huge periodic table, there are more. Helium, neon, argon වගේ තව කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. ලොකු periodic table එක ගත්තොත්. හැබැයි පොඩි එකේ අපිට electronegativity 0 helium, neon, argon ගේ විතරයි. Okay? So in chemistry there's a scale. Then samane dura balan diga balana we have the ruler. It's kind of a scale, no? So if you take bara balan nonan, there's a scale. There are scales, right? Bara balana thara deyarama තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ මේ chemistry වලත් electronegativity බලන්න එක එක scales තියෙනවා, right? එක scale එකක් තමයි Pauling scale කියලා කියන්නේ. You don't need to know about it. It's just a scale. Pauling කියලා මිනිස්සෙක් තමයි ඒක හොයාගත්තේ. එයා තමයි ඇත්තට මේක කිව්වේ electronegativity of noble gases is 0 කියලා. He was the one who said. That is why I wrote according to Pauling scale. Okay, write these 3 points. Let me know when you're done.
Teacher, we also want to write about the Riggin scale.
The Pauling scale, this one.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, ඒ point එකත් ලියා ගන්න. මම කිව්වේ Pauling scale එක කියන එක it's just another scale. ඔය එක එක ඒවා measure කරන් තියෙන scale එකක් වගේ තමයි මේ Pauling scale එකේ electronegativity measure කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. So you don't need to know much about it. All you need to know is there is a scale called the Pauling scale. ඒකට එහෙම කියන්නේ because a man called Pauling actually found that. එයා තමයි කියන්නේ noble gases වල electronegativity 0 කියලා.
Teacher, we have to learn in the textbook or we have to in paper.
Which one? What do you mean?
The scale, about the scale.
No. Scale එක මොකද්ද කියලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ. Scale එකේ නම විතරක් නිකන් ඔළුවේ තියාගත්තාම ඇති. Scale එකේ නමත් ඕනේ නැහැ. කවදාවත් ඔළුවේ pass paper එකවත් even provincial papers they have never asked what scale this is. එහෙම scale එක යන උත්තරයකට ඒගොල්ලන් expect කරලා නැහැ. Provincial papers නම් මම හැම එකක්ම go through කරලා නැහැ. But Western province I'm pretty sure they haven't. Southern province also මට මතක විදිහට එහෙම මොනවත් අහලා තිබුණේ නැහැ. Oral pass papers වල කවදාවත් අහලා නැහැ Pauling scale ගැන because it's so insignificant. කිසිම වැදගත්කමක් නැහැ ඒ piece of information එක. Just so that you know පොඩ්ඩක් දැනගන්න ඕන හින්දා විතරයි මම එක කිව්වේ. Okay, Mayumdi done. Others who needs more time?
I'm done, teacher.
Okay, Chenuli? Chenuli done. Minosh? Onara, Tenuli? Onara?
Done, teacher.
Tenuli this is done කියලා කිව්වේ. Tenuli, did you finish?
Yes.
Right, okay. Minosh is finally a message එකක් දාලා Minosh, you're not responding much, and I need to talk to you because last week also you missed a class. So මං පස්සේ call එකක් දෙන්නම් අම්මට මේ not anything serious or anything මේ call එකක් අම්මට දෙන්න කොහම එහෙම serious දෙයකට නෙවෙයි because you missed last week's class too no so I have to මට මතක නැහැ what last week එකද weeks දෙකද miss උනේ කියලා. So let me know that එතකොට I can send you the recordings. Okay, I will stop the screen share. Okay. With that, we will end the class. Then ditun denek mein drop puna the because of power cuts, no? Ama Dinuki and now Ashwita is also not here, no? So those three and also anyone here, if you were onara mandaka connection issues keep yaktibila disconnect una. So whoever needs the recording of today's class, please let me know. Drop me a text. Last week නම් text කරපු කට්ටියගේ messages මට miss වුණාද දන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම miss වුණා නම් please let me know. මයුම්දිට නම් මම යවුවා. මම තව කාටට යවුවා. I think maybe Onara or
Can you send me the recording to me?
This class today.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. මට message එකක් දාන්න ලස්සස්කෝ එකටත්. Actually,
Okay.
like there's a lot of like an entire list of students and the recordings that I have to send. So sometimes I lose track. More the humanly possible capacity එකක් තියෙනවනේ. So එතනින් හරිය මම චුට්ටක් අමතක වෙනවා. So ඒකින්ද මට පොඩ්ඩක් message එකක් දාන්න. And worksheet එක අපි correct කරා. මේ week එකේ ඇතුළත මම first lesson එකේ note එකක් එවන්නම්. ඒකත් ලස්සස්ටනේ මම කිව්වේ මට මතක් කරන්න කියලා.
Teacher.
Yes, so then I will forward that to the group. Yes, absent වෙනවා නම් හරි late වෙනවා නම් හරි you have to inform me. And also please pay the class fees of this class. Usually I say within the first week, but it's okay first 2 weeks උනාට කමක් නැහැ. But එහෙම මොකක් හරි issue එකක් තියෙනවා නම් it's okay you can communicate right anytime because mama එහෙම කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි you can always talk to me because there is this one student who excused can චුට්ටක් late වෙනවා කියලා එහෙම කියපු. එහෙම ආයෙ තියෙනවා you can anyways communicate but otherwise within the first 2 weeks please pay the class fee and yeah note එක එවන්න note එක හැමෝම එවන්න මම last week note එකත් එක correct කරන්න. That's all I have to say. Any questions? Everything clear? Mayumdi, everything clear? All good?
Yes, miss.
Onara?
Yes, teacher.
Lasas?
Teacher.
Kenuli?
Yes, teacher.
Chenuli?
Yes, teacher.
Vinosh? Okay.
What, teacher?
Is everything clear, Minosh?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So we will